Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Gloria's Life on Wheels. I am at the beach. Seeker, which is a group of van lifers, had a meetup. Kind of small, but about 10 people are here with vans and stuff. So we're cooking and having fun. And I am in. My friend Joanne just bought a RV. She bought it from Cruise America, and I am loving this. Oh my gosh! And look what she's doing. Look at the little fella. Yeah, we'll get a side view of him. Hold on. We don't want anything, showing. But here's the little fella. Look at him.
What a ham!
Hello. You want to be a star?
What a ham!
Hello.
What a ham! Okay, he's a ham.
Oh my goodness, he's getting his little bath, so we don't want to invade his privacy. But he is laughing. But he is a very special little baby. He's just he's amazing. Funny, laughs. He laughs all the time. So he's enjoying his bath. But anyhow, let's see. What did I do? I hit something. Uh-oh. I hit something. I knocked out all the comments, so I couldn't see what was going on here. But I am down at Fiesta Island. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I'll come out and show you some of the people are out here with jet skis and a raft. We should have brought our raft down here. I have a raft, but I didn't bring it. Hey, Diana Boss. Hello. Hey, Barry, I'm going to bring you up in a few minutes. Barry saying, I think I'm ready. Okay, Barry. Nora saying, Barry, you're early. Well, hey, fellow New Yorker here. Yep, you and Barry. Hey, Barry says, I hope my iPad will work when it goes to video. If not, I have the phone ready. Okay. Well, I'm going to be dropping a link in a minute or so, Barry. I better try now because most of the time when I try, I have a little challenge and have to do it more than once. So I'm going to try and do it. Oh, my words. Are you kidding me? It went on the first time. Oh, glory. Hallelujah. But anyhow, who else is in the house? Nora says when she types the link, it will take you to, StreamYard page. And I believe you can scroll down a bit and join. Yeah. What he needs to do is he will just hit that link and it'll just bring him up somewhere. And then I will go over and hit this button. And when I'm ready, and I'll bring him up. Kapitsuzu says we are here. All right. Nora says all the cool people have arrived. Hey, Brenda. Hello. Good afternoon. I'm from Missouri. Oh, my goodness. Well, welcome. See, Missouri's in the house. Vaughn's on a roll. California's in the house. Let's see who else. Letha, Leith. You got to tell me. You got to email me and tell me how to pronounce that because I know I'm getting it wrong. But it says, little cutie wants to turn around and say hello. I know. Isn't he adorable? Baby laughs are intoxicating. They are. They just brighten up your whole day, don't they? Hey, Judy. Hello. Says, hi, Carol and everyone coming from Southern California, and it's hot again. I know it was so hot yesterday. I was in Escondido, and it was burning up. Hey, Liz. Liz Barnes is in the house. Let's see. I'm missing some comments here. Liz Barnes, hello. Help all is well. It is well. Carol Henderson from Ontario, Canada. Well, welcome. Oh my goodness, Judy, you're getting ready pretty soon. Oh my goodness, I wish I was going now. You're getting ready to go to Lollapalooza. That is always a highlight of the year. I'm missing it this year. I was planning on going to Chasm in Lake Havasu, but I don't know if I'm going to go now. I have so many other things going on. Hey, Van Life with Tina from San Francisco. Oh my goodness. Hello. Shara Mills. Hey, Shara, how's it going? And Zelda, nothing sweeter than a laughing baby. Isn't that the truth? Hey, SKA, how's it doing? Hey, my love from Alternative Living Life on Your Terms. Hey, there is no better way to live life than on your own terms. And that's what, van life, being a nomad, being out there on the road, it really is about a lot of that. And I got news for you. Well, it's not really news, but it's something interesting, I think. I am now also expanding my search for property into New Mexico. That's right. I'm trying to maybe go Arizona, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, and that's as far as I want to go, and California. My preference is California because I'm closest here, but I'm looking at New Mexico and there's some property there, although a lot of it is desert. But there's property there that's more affordable. So I'm expanding, but I want something that I can get to within a day or so. I don't want something like that's going to have to take me 5 days to travel to by van. Let's see. Hey, Kirk. I'm sorry, Kurt. How is it going? Hello, hello, Kurt. Um, oh, there's the link, Barry. So hit that link that I put out under my name, Glorious Life on Wheels. Hit that link, and it will take you over to um, take you to my basement. So hit that link. I got it on the first time. Hey, Red's in the house. Hello, hello, Red. Red, can you do me a favor? Can you hit, if you can find, I did a tour of Barry's van, and at that point, I think the name of it was 76-year-old genius. He's now 78-year-old genius, but 76-year-old genius builds out van or something like that. But it's been a couple years back. Could you see if you could find that and drop the link for that video? Because everyone who loves Barry's current video on the minivan, you're going to be wowed on the Sprinter van that he built out for his own use. But if you could do that, because I know, Red, you are so good at finding and dropping links. But thank you. So now, oh my goodness, this the video now? I just did the video of the minivan, Red, but about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now, I did another video of a Sprinter van. So if you can find that too, I don't know which one this is, but so everyone can see these two videos there. When you see them, oh my goodness, you're gonna love Barry when you meet him. You're just gonna love him. Hey, Carol, plain vanilla grandma. Hello, hello. Graham is in the house all the way from Australia. Hello, hello. Graham is, and some of you guys are OGs, original Globies. Let's see who else. Hey, Lori from Keeping Up with Colorado. I pray for you every day, Lori, and I hope you're doing well. Let's see who else is in the house. Oh, Kurt is saying Shirley from Idaho. Okay. Hello, Shirley from Idaho. Hey, Rashid, hello. Rashida Abdullah. I hope I got that right. From Philly. Oh my goodness, I love Philly. Um, uh, oh my goodness, here I go. Leith says, laughing out loud, I'm not thin skinned. Pronounce it however you want. Lee is okay too. Make it simple. Okay, yeah, you got to make it simple for me, Lee. So I'm going to just say Lee. Hello, hello. SKA say it's cool where I'm rating all day. I'm in my van and watching your videos right now. Oh, one of my favorite places to be is in a van if it's raining and listening to that sound. Oh, with a nice cup of hot tea and maybe something a little sweet on the side. Oh, you can't get much better than that. Oh my goodness. Let's see who else. Hey, Donna Flynn is in the house. Adeline, hello, hello, Adeline. How are you doing? I know Judy says I'm ready. I'm so excited. This is the first time I've missed Lollapalooza in 3 or 4 years. So I should have just gone ahead and done Lollapalooza instead of planning on Chasm, but I knew I couldn't do both. I may still go to Chasm, but I'm not sure. I'll see. We'll see. But let's see who else is in the house. Uh let's see. Lee says Bellin has a tiny home community, I think. Now, where is Bellin? Where is that located? Hey, Liza, how are you? Liza Beckerman's in the house. Hello, hello. Red saying it's, uh, or rather, Graham saying hi to Red says it's cold and drizzly here, but surrounded by birds. Oh, wow, that are fishing in the lake and the world is beautiful. Can you imagine just watching birds go down, diving and fishing? I just can't think of a whole lot that would be much more pleasant than just sitting in nature and watching nature all around you. SKA says that's what I'm doing too. Piece of land, that's the way best way to go. Yep. Buy piece of land this way you can have one place to stay if you're not driving around. You know, during the pandemic, so many people got caught up when places, even some BLM land closed, and BLM land is still closing some of it, and campgrounds closed, and all kinds of places where people were parking were no longer available, and people were, in a panic. So a lot of people have bought property, try to find inexpensive, just a little piece of land where in a pinch they can go and have somewhere safe to park that no one can kick them out of. So SKA says if you buy land, you can buy directly through the farmer or the personal owner. Yeah, that's true. The land do not go through the bank. Guys, do not go through the bank. Yeah, you can do that, but you have to have a owner who's willing to carry the note. And also, I'm leery of doing, I would not do that on my own. I would still have a real estate agent write up the contract. And you want to still, because I still want to have title searches and all that done. I don't want to just do it without having the title checked to make sure that, everything's copacetic. And I want someone who knows what they're doing to do that so that I can be certain that I have a valid title for the property. So, but yeah, buying through an owner is an option, and sometimes you can get a better deal because they're not paying the real estate commission. Shara is saying, hello, Red. You're a busy lady today. Oh my goodness. It sounds like, okay, thank you, Red. Okay, Red says, let me find the other one. Yeah, it says 76-year-old genius. I'm pretty sure is what it has part of that in the title. You are so good, Red. Oh my goodness. With Barry. Yep, it's with Barry. It's with Barry. And he's standing in front of a white Sprinter van. Um, Nora said she did that one a long time ago, and the newer, yeah, that one was about 2 years ago because I met Barry at Gutted. Speaking of Barry, I think I've uh, said hello to almost. Hey, Johnny Angel. Hello, how have you been? I've been good, Johnny Angel. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Brenda. Hello, Brenda Burners in the house. Liz says hello to the chat and mods. I'm lurking as I'm working and not reading the chat. That's okay. We love lurkers. This is the one place where lurkers are welcome. Hey, Tim. Oh, bang. Hello, hello. Is that the um okay, is that the one for Barry, Tim? Thank you. Hey, my moderators are on the job. Red and Mo Bang and Nora, just on the job. I'm telling you. Beyond Comfort Travel Adventures. Oh yeah, I like Beyond Comfort. That's for sure. Yes, it's so soothing. I know. I know. Everyone's saying. I think this is the one. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much. Um, Lee says, "Oh, Billin, New Mexico. Okay, I will. I will. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a picture of that city, and I'm going to. Now, one of the things that I'm looking for, I am looking for a place since a lot of the people I'm anticipating who will be. I know here's I'm taking a picture of the picture, but let's see, Billin, New Mexico. Okay, got that. Um, One of the things it has to have decent medical care nearby, within 30 miles, within 30-minute drive or so, because I anticipated that a lot of people that will be coming to my property will be older, and so as you get older, you have more health needs. So it has to have good medical nearby, and it also has to have some reasonable shopping. where people can get their groceries. I don't want somewhere, because I've seen some places that are really beautiful with a stream running through it, up in the mountains, just amazing. But like an hour and a half from shopping, and I don't want that. And I don't want something that's that far away from if someone should need medical, because that can make the difference with whether they survive or not if they had a medical emergency. Let's see. Rashida says, I am new to chat and preparing for part time travel. Oh, I enjoy your travel so much. Pronunciation was on point. Great. Glad to hear that. Thank you. So you're preparing for part time travel. What are you going to be traveling in? Love to hear about that. SKA says, stop paying high rent, guys. Stop killing yourself working hard to pay rent. Alternative living is the way to go. I know because I'm doing it. Yep. So many people are really having to do it. They don't have a choice. They're really having to do it out of necessity, and they're having to do it because, you know, well, every time we go to the grocery store, we see why people are struggling, okay? Every time we go to the grocery store, every time we pull into a gas station, we see what's happening. And unless you have really some significant income, you're being seriously impacted because incomes aren't rising um, consistently at the level of the cost of living. So, hey, Miss Nets in the house. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right. Barry says, I'm I'm not a genius. I can't figure this out. I switched to the phone now. Okay, Barry, I'm going to go and in the comments now. Okay, now this is challenging fate, okay? Because you guys know every time I try and post something, I end up kicking myself out of the chat. So, all right, dear Lord, please let this. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Okay, I think I got it copied. I'm gonna oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. All right, Barry, I am adding a comment. So go and look at the comments. It'll say Glorious Life on Wheels, and then underneath it'll have, let me see what it'll say. It says, what does it say? Well, it'll have all this mumble jumble under there. So then you will go under there and then you'll just hit that link in that comment and it'll bring you up. Hey, Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travel says a little late. Tim Vaughn's in a row saying hi to everyone. Oh, Lisa, I got to give you a call after this live. Can you guys hear me? I guess. Oh, I got to tell you what I did. Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. But anyhow, let me back to Lisa. I got to give you a call because I need to drop a link somewhere and I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to give you a call. And I also, Jessica has a virtual doctor's appointment tomorrow and they want me to hit the thing to go in. I can't figure it out. So Lisa is my technical person. When I have things I can't figure out, I give Lisa a call. So Lisa, I'll be calling you. But Barry, just go under and it'll say Glorious Life on Wheels in the comments. It'll be a comment that I added. And just go scroll, find my comment, and then there'll be a thing, it'll be all this mumble jumble. And if you go in and hit that, that's you hitting that link. It'll take you somewhere where I can bring you up on my live. So Barry is challenged like I am. Oh, okay. Um, Rocks, hey Rocks. Rocks one SMF says real estate attorney at the very least. Yeah, I honestly I've bought several properties and I've been very lucky. I haven't used a real estate attorney, but I have. Well, I take it back. One property I did use a real estate attorney because in that particular state it was required. So, and it turns out it was a good thing it was because there were some issues that I had to then, go to court over and resolve. So, but with them failing to disclose some things about the property that were mandated disclosures. Whew. But anyhow, so yeah, so Barry, hopefully, uh, uh, Shara says, Barry Carroll says you're a genius. You are. Barry is a genius. It's just, you can't, everyone can't know everything. So, but he is a genius and he will figure this out. And, in fact, Barry, I can give you a call. Well, you're on your phone, so I can't give you a call. So if you want to go back on your iPad, I can give you a call, Barry, and kind of walk you through it. Let's see. Rock says, "Oops, BRB got to change." I don't know what BRB. Oh, there's Barry. Looks like he's almost up. Well, you're there, but I don't see the picture of you, Barry. I see, but it's a blank screen, Barry. So you must not have your on your phone. You must not have your video activated. We're gonna figure this out, folks. Somehow. Hey, an artist life. Hello, hello, hello. I've been meaning to call you, but so busy. Oh, it looks like you got. Looks like yeah, Barry somehow. Okay, Lisa, what is Barry doing wrong? He's on there, but you can't see him.
I'm working on it. Yeah,
Hello, Barry.
I can hear you.
I can hear you too, but no one can see you.
Oh, uh, then I my time when I comb my hair. Okay, let me see here.
Okay, well, Barry's gonna figure it
Is
out.
my camera on?
No, now it's just black spot. It's not even a circle. Lisa, what does Barry need to do? Help us, Lisa. Oh my goodness. Graham says we came back to the van last night and my heavy-handed bride broke the plastic door. Uh-oh. Trapped outside in the wind and rain. Oh my goodness. Vaughn's on a roll said, Graham, so what happened next? Yeah, don't leave us hanging, Graham. Tell us what happened. Did you break the door down or what? Uh, Ro- hey, Rocks Rose says, hey, everybody. Hope you're all well and safe. Yep, we're doing good. Artist Live said, just got home. Glad I caught your live. I am glad you did too. Johnny Angel says, I'm doing fair last my van trying to get money up. I lost my van trying to get money to get another van. Looking forward to get back on the road again to come back to the meetings. That yes, it's just lovely being with the community, isn't it, Johnny? Being among other like-minded people in the van life community. But we're going to be holding good thoughts that you're able. I just met someone today. You're not going to believe it. He was able to get a van. He's had it a little while, but he bought it. It was a 2003. He bought it recently with only 19,000 miles. He bought it from a government agency, and $1,600 he paid for it. $1,600 with 19,000 miles, and he since had it built out. And it's a beautiful build. I mean, it's very simple, very very simple, but it has everything you need. And I think most people could do this build. So, um, SKA says you're absolutely right. I don't mean buy the land directly by yourself. You're definitely got to do the land, rather. You got to do your research and do your paperwork and definitely get your title. Yeah, yeah, you got to get your title straight. Um, uh, Rashida says, where do you get van life events for 23, 24? Well, what you could do, Rashida, is you can just go on to internet and let me see if I can show you. I just, first of all, if you know different, if you watch different van life folks, they will be announcing when they have meetups. But also, there is, let's see, if you go on to van life events, um, 2023. Now you see this? There's it says, I don't know if you can see it or not. You probably can't. But it says I put in Van Life Events 2023 and it brought up there's something on October 14th at Big Bear Van Expo. Today there's this at Fiesta Island. Then it has a whole list of them on there. Then there's another thing that we're the Russos. They have Van Life Gatherings 2023, and then the Ultimate Van Life Calendar, Ultimate List of Van Life. So just go on and put Van Life Events 2023, and then you can go on and also put 2024, and it'll put now won't have all of them, but between all the different listings, you should get most of them. I just happen to know, like the RTR, and at the RTR usually at the same time there's
I didn't get that. Could you
Uh-oh.
try again?
Uh-oh, what the heck is this?
I, I think
I think was that you?
that was Siri on my phone for some reason.
Okay. All right. Well, Barry, I don't know if we're going to be able to get your face on here, and I'm sorry about that. Your wonderful, beautiful face, your handsome face, but at least we've got your voice.
Okay,
So,
I did prove I'm not a genius today.
hey, maybe not on, on this kind of stuff, but you certainly are a genius on building out a van. I tell you. Rox Rose says, I made it to my uncle's in the California desert with my mom. Two chihuahuas and a cockatiel finally. Oh my goodness, that must have been some some trip. But yeah, that's how to find out about van life adventures. And I can actually maybe over the you know what, maybe I'll do a community send out, and I don't know when, maybe in the next week or two, whenever. But I'll list maybe 5 to 8 to 10 um, van life events that are coming up that I know about. But at the RTR, you'll meet loads of people, and that's to me the huge van life event. But
Sure.
all right. So does anyone have any questions for um Barry? Uh oh.
I'm getting you out of the room. I'm on two different things. Give me one more second, Carol. Okay,
Okay.
the other
Okay.
one off. Okay.
All right. Sylvie says finally dropping into. Oh, hit like. Glad I didn't miss you. Oh, that's right, guys. Hit the like. Hit the like button. Okay. Oh, hey, the Wild Oaky Road says I have a home for sale in Oklahoma. If anyone is interested, I'm selling and moving my bus to my oldest son's property nearby. Oklahoma is inexpensive. Oklahoma is inexpensive. You're right, but now don't they have tornadoes? Tornado Alley in Oklahoma? I'm not sure, but a lot of people live there, so it must be a good place to live because there's a lot of people living there. That's for sure. Graham says breaking into vans with long nose pliers. You gotta love these multi-skilled girls. Oh my. Oh, why would you make a door handle out of plastic anyway? It was always going to break eventually. That's true. I don't know why you would make a plastic, but hey. All right, so I am going to go away from the comments for a. Oh, Lee says River's Edge, tiny home village in Beelan, New Mexico, is 40 minutes to the center of Albuquerque. I've got to check that out. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lee. I've got to check that out. Oh my goodness. Hmm. I gotta talk to them. Talk to the owners there and find out some information. Well, that is great. There's also a campground that is in New Mexico near, is it Fern Lake or something? But it's quite a ways. It's like about 3 hours west of Albuquerque, so it's way in the middle of nowhere. SKA says, Do you guys know any van life communities in New Jersey, New York? No, I don't. I don't right now. But if I do find out, I'll let you know, SKA. I don't at the moment. Okay. All right, Barry, are you on now?
I'm on. I can hear you. I can see.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Barry, I want to start out asking a few questions. What made you, because you recently, I did a tour of your beautiful minivan build, but what made you do the initial build on your Mercedes Sprinter? What made you decide to build a van out?
I always wanted to be able to travel. That's something when you're younger, you get a job, then you find a lady, then you get married, then you have kids. The kids are in school. There's always reasons why you don't travel. So I went through the whole life. After being married 54 years, I became divorced, and I decided I would travel. So I bought this new Sprinter, and I don't usually buy a new vehicle. I like buying a used vehicle, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about a diesel engine. So I had to buy that new. I got the
Okay.
best price I could, and I decided to start building it out. Basically, the hardest part, like some other people have said, is starting to cut holes in the vehicle, cutting a hole for the fantastic fan. That was a memory I'll remember forever.
I
But
imagine that was scary, but did you, because had you ever built a house before or built, I mean, had you ever done anything even remotely like this before?
I wanted to do a log cabin when I was younger, and that was a dream that never came. I did do a bunch of finishing basements for myself, for another relative. I helped somebody else also, and then I started making remodeling, and I did that in my main house while I was married. Then I remodeled a, in my second place where I got divorced.
You're coming in and out, Barry. We're having a problem hearing you.
Okay, is this better?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, I started doing the kitchens, and I
Now
did
let
two.
me ask, let me stop you for a second. When you said you remodeling, now you weren't a contractor, you weren't in construction. So how did you acquire these skills?
I always enjoyed doing woodworking, and I got better and better. But when I decided to make the kitchen in my first house, I needed a lot of new routing tools, sanding machines. I bought that equipment in order to do the kitchen, and the
But
kitchen
did you read books? Did you watch YouTube? How did you learn how to do different tasks?
just hands on. You take a piece of wood and you run it through the machine and you see how it works. Uh, I had an idea what I had to do to make a cabinet. It took a long, long time. I mentioned on the other video that it took 5 years to complete the first kitchen. So
Okay.
not a slow process, but then I acquired the skills to do all of the things in both vans.
So now let me ask you this. Since we're talking about, since I just did the tour with the minivan, how did you come up with the idea and what made you decide? Because there's a lot of different ways you can do a bed. You can do a bed with the slats that pull out, you can do a bed that would be, just a platform bed. What made you decide to do the bed with the four pieces that, folds down and folds back? What made you decide to do that particular configuration?
I just thought that might be the most comfortable. I'm not the first one to try the 4 panel bed. I mean, there are a bunch of people that did it before I did it. I tweaked it and I changed it. I added the legs on the front of the van so you could push it back a little. You're very tight for every inch in that vehicle. You
Right.
So I was just trying to figure out how can I make different things do 2 things, 3 things, and again in the back shower area, I think we have 4 things. We have the bed, we have the shower, we have the toilet, and yeah, I could use that for storage if I had to.
Yeah, so basically your idea is that every single thing you try to maximize and get it to serve more than one function. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely.
Okay. And yeah, and your shower. Now someone asked a question and I thought, and I was saying I think that's how I would use it, but she was saying couldn't you use that shower as a bathtub because it looks deep enough, couldn't you?
Yeah, if you have a tank truck following you to fill it up.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
could, if you had, say, say you were at a campground and you were hooked up to water, couldn't you run it? Well, I guess if you had a small hot water heater that you could run it through, or what about having hot water on demand, a little hot water on demand system? Could you do that?
I'm sure it could be done. Just that generally, if you're going to travel in a tiny little vehicle and your
Mm-hmm.
expenses down, uh, I haven't been pulling into campgrounds. I try to make the vehicle self-contained, so all I have to do is park any place, and I take care of myself. It's free.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
and since I had it in 2016, I paid for one national park, and I paid someone at a gas station where I had to ask permission to sleep there. So I
Okay.
think about $50 over the 5, 6, 7 years that I've owned it.
So and this minivan is very stealth. So you can park it anywhere and no one really knows, you know?
Right. Even the torpedo on top, people look at it. They don't know what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you're in van life, you probably
Yes,
wouldn't know.
yes. If you're
So
a van,
now I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if you're a van lifer, you definitely know.
Right. So now you have so I'm getting diverting a little bit, but where do you typically park then? You said
I,
you never parked or only a couple times. So where do you typically park?
okay. I generally I don't make reservations, so when I get to a national park, most of the time there's no room for me. So I just go park at one entrance, and whether I park on the shoulder of the road where other people are doing that, or I go further down or into the main town and pull into either a Home Depot, a Lowe's, a supermarket. I have I only got knocked on once in a state park where it said you can't park at night, and I think well they won't bother me, and it was no big deal. They knocked. I went to a hotel, parked in the hotel lot, and in the morning I park. Uh,
Okay.
I still do Walmart. I will go inside most of the time, and I'll ask permission, and I haven't been turned down. If I see that there's a police sign saying no parking and it's from the local town, I don't park.
Right, because you know the ordinance is
Yeah,
saying, yeah.
yeah,
But I find that asking permission almost all well, except for one time on my trip, 7,400 miles round trip, only one time did I get told no, and then they told me where I could park. You know, I couldn't park there, but they told me somewhere else. So I like asking permission because then I go to bed and I sleep well because I know that I'm not going to be interrupted because I've asked, you know, and I've gotten permission.
right. But I just park pretty much anywhere I feel comfortable. And again,
Right.
pull in, and I like the thing that I like the most is the rest stops that are run by the actual state along all of the different, like Highway 95 has the
Okay.
rest stops. Even if they say no overnight parking, I pull in, I stay the whole night, and
Okay.
has not been a problem.
Now, let's get back to the build. So, you want to have things that can do several different functions. So, what about the your kitchen? Let's you know what? Let Can you explain? I don't know if I really explained really well how your hot water system works because you have hot water, it heats up in the solar um hot water heater on top and it comes down. And then you have it what? You have that running over to the sink and to the shower?
It goes first to the shower control. A shower control has a hot and a cold lead. It's like a T. The,
Okay.
the middle goes up to the shower head, and the cold comes in on one side, the hot comes in on the other.
Now, where does the cold come from?
The cold comes from, it goes from the kitchen sink, goes to the side door. It runs all the way down along the bed till you come to where the bathtub is. And
Okay, so those two containers that you showed under the sink, you divert the water from there back to the shower.
yes, it has one line going all the way back to the shower into the cold water supply line for the diverter, for the
So if
little.
you open that cold water valve at the shower location,
Yes,
that valve will let cold water come in, and then if you open the hot water, it'll let the hot water, and you can mix them two and get the temperature you want.
yes. This is
Okay, so
this
you
is
have cold water that can come back to the shower and hot water that can go to the sink.
right. When we talk about hot water, we have to realize we have to be in a warm area where it's been a nice uh, 75, 80-degree day or higher.
Right.
Where
Okay.
in the wintertime, you got a lot of cold water.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now, how did you figure out how to do that?
I just drew a picture on just a sheet of paper, with a line, one saying cold, one saying hot, and figured out how can I join these two together? And basically, you're just using a couple of T's. So it comes out of the water tank, goes into a pump, and then when it comes out of the pump, you split it into two other lines. One goes to the sink, and the other one's going to go past the sink all the way to the shower.
So to get the water from under the sink, you have to also then turn on the pump.
Yes, the cold
Okay.
pump on, which is no big deal. And the hot water, there's a valve on top of the torpedo. You just put in about 15, 20, 30 pounds of pressure, and that's on an electric pump, and it does that in maybe a minute and a half. You pressurize the tank, and now you'll get a whole bunch of water when you want it. It holds the pressure. It,
Okay. You're getting a little muffled right now, Barry.
uh, it, I'll stay
Okay.
closer to the phone. Uh,
Okay.
you pressurize the tank maybe with 30 pounds pressure, and then when you need your water, you're just going to turn the hot water valve on. It's going to come down. If it stops giving you good pressure, you just put a little more compressed air in it. If it's hot,
Wow.
it's going to expand the air in the tank, and it's going to work even longer.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. The idea, one of the things that I really love was that little fan and back. Now you changed the polarity. So how did you think of that? How did you think of, wow, I need to, when it's cool outside, I need to cool my inside by having the fan suck air or cool air, bring cool air in, but also have it suck the hot air out. So how did you think of this? What made you come up with that idea?
I actually put the fan in the back, knowing that's where a vent window was. I think
Okay.
I hadn't slept in it at that point, uh, and I figured out that if it's blowing, it'll and I crack the window, I'll get nice cool air from outside, and I can open the other window, and it will relieve the pressure. I'll get a cross wind through there. But you had a better idea of putting two fans in, which could be done.
Yeah, yeah, because you have an extra switch
Right.
space.
As far as the polarity to change it with one fan, either in or out, I cheated. I used that method on the air conditioner in the big RV. There was
Okay.
there was two different ways of wiring it. One way was going to make it nice and quiet, the motor underneath, and you would get a lesser amount of air, or you could make the motor louder and it would give you more pressure. And I
Okay.
want both. So I figured out I could do that with a knife switch. And that's what I did. That it also changes the polarity of it.
So
Uh,
you have a knife switch that you can switch it back and forth just with a switch.
right. That's right under that counter.
So let me ask you this. When you're doing your builds, do you sit down and plan out the whole thing? Or do you plan out a section and do that section? Or how do you, for people who want to maybe build out their own van, how do you plan it out? Do you draw it all out for what's your process for people who are interested in building out a van? What's your process to get it the way you want it?
Okay. First thing I would do is say to the person, what do you want in your van? What is going to make you comfortable? What do you need? For me,
Okay.
for me, I'll show the people the bed. I'll show them the nice kitchen. I'll show them the toilet. And then I'll say, what's missing? And they first say a TV. I said, I don't use a TV. You could put a TV in yours. I, I,
Right.
I just don't need it. So basically, I start with the bed. I'll put it in position where I want it. Figure out
Yeah,
what's
so
left.
so you consider the bed the most important thing because you need a good, comfortable night's sleep?
Yes, yes. I mean, in the big one, it's a 13-inch deep mattress. In the
Okay.
one, I've seen other van builders use up to 4 inches. Most
Okay.
most of them 2 or 3 inches.
But
Six
the
inch,
bed, but you start with the bed because you consider the bed the most important.
yes. And then I copied that folding design and changed it.
Hmm.
I could get it to go all the way back or all the way forward because I wanted the bathtub in there. I
Okay.
I also wanted that drawer underneath so I could get to my clothes and have the bed, almost completely in position.
So you
So
wanted to have the things that you needed, like your clothes and stuff, easily accessible.
yes, I need to get that. Once the bed's made, it's difficult to get to the the front. Although if the bed's made and you open your sliding door, you can lift up one cushion and that lid opens from the top.
So I'm
So
trying to get the process. So the process is you start with what's most important, which is the bed, and then you look at how you can get at the same time storage that with the bed in place, you can still access your storage.
right, and and
Okay.
and, and then when you do the kitchen, I wanted the counter space there, and then I put my water jug up there. That takes up a little bit of space,
Hmm.
and then sink. That's also taking up space, especially dropping down with that adjustable hose that you can pull out because that has to go
Okay.
way down. I needed the water jugs in there, and then the electric I also put into the left of this of that cabinet. So
Okay.
under the water jug is all of the inverter, the solar controller, the 12 by 12 charger, uh, everything, the two batteries. So there's a lot of stuff squeezed into a teeny tiny little van.
Yes, there it has everything. It has a comfortable bed, it has a kitchen with a refrigerator, it has the ability to cook, it has the ability to stay clean, store your clothes, um, use the bathroom. I mean, everything you possibly need in a living space is in that tiny small van. So
Right,
that's really quite amazing. And if you really needed to, you could heat up hot water and sit in there and use the heated up hot water if you needed to, if when you're in cold climates.
definitely. When I was making it, I got pretty much everything installed, and then I'm looking around. Where can I put the water pump? And then there's a like another chamber that traps air, so you have nice pressure and it doesn't bang. And there's a strainer. It takes up about 18 inches of some wall space to put these three items. I had no place to put them, so I took
Now,
out.
Lee is asking which van is excellent for full-time living. And with Barry, if you go back and find his other van, I'm going to try and go back and drop a link if at least it shows me how to in the recent tour that I just did of the minivan. But it all depends. Do you need to stand up? I needed to stand up, so I needed a tall van. Vary's minivan, you can't stand up in it, but it has everything you would need, and you can sit down. You can sit down when you're on the bed. So it depends on what your personal needs are, Lee, when you say which van is excellent for full-time living. Also, if you're going to be doing a lot of traveling, you might want a smaller van because you might want to be get better gas mileage with the amount of the cost of gas right now. So it depends on what you need, how you're going to use it, what your comfort needs are, and how you're going to travel. Are you going to travel? Are you going to stay in one location? So you have to answer those questions. Each person has to answer those questions. And once you answer those questions, I think you can then determine which vehicle would be better for you. I'm going down. I'm looking to see. I'm going to come back and try and pick up some of these comments. I'm sorry that I'm missing a lot of folks. Hey, Pam, Adventurous Spirit 66. I'm going to come back and try and say hello to some people. But while I have Barry here, I want to see, is there anyone that has any specific questions to Barry about how he does a van build, how he decided on what to do? Did you do any insulation in your van, Barry?
Yes, the floor has the sound insulation totally. You're supposed to just put one piece down, another 10 inches or so, put another piece to absorb the vibrations. I covered the entire floor like I was wallpapering, uh,
Okay.
completely covered. Then down, plywood went down, and then the vinyl flooring went down. So the floor stays pretty much good.
Okay.
One thing I would like to add to which van is best for a particular person. A big van, a tall van, is going to be more money to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
It's also going to be harder to drive. Maybe a lady doesn't like driving it, and some ladies say, "I drove a school bus years ago." She's
Now,
not
I have to say the ProMaster is very easy to drive and it's very easy to turn. I don't know about the other vans, but I think the ProMaster is very easy to drive for me.
right. Do you have a problem with the wind blowing it sometimes?
If I not that often, not that often, and if it's really, really windy, I kind of pull over for a little while, you know.
Right. mine, mine. I actually would want to be as a boat because it goes like crazy all over. The other thing is usually the big van is more expensive to purchase than the little
Yeah,
van.
it is. Yeah, much
The
more.
the other thing you mentioned is fuel economy, and there's exceptions to every rule. The Sprinter, when I take it and I drive slowly, gets 27 miles to the gallon, sometimes 24.
And that's diesel, right?
Yeah, but it
Wow. Wow.
drives
That's
slowly.
amazing.
So,
That's amazing, you know.
yeah,
Well, Barry,
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
One more thing I wanted to throw in. We discussed this, but we never got it on the first video. And some of the ladies wanted extra protection. Well, I fall into that same category because I'm not that big, so I want protection too. Where the two front doors are, uh, I like putting an eye bolt that's like a bolt, but it has a circle at the end, so you can put
Mhm.
it through it. I put one right on the door where the door handle is, towards the edge of the door where the rear seat, where the front seat would come. So I have one on either side, which goes across the seats. And then I take two simple little locks and I put an exact piece of chain on both. I padlock the piece of chain to the eye bolt and I string it across to the other door and I put the other chain to the other eye bolt. And if someone breaks the glass and tries to open the vehicle at night, you're going to be gone before they figure out how to get in. You can't
Oh,
open the door.
you know, Barry, I think I may have a slight. I didn't really get it all for some reason when I interviewed you for the first van build, but I think I may have a slight clip on that. And maybe if I can go back and find that clip, if I can find it, I may not have it anymore, but if I can find it, I'll do maybe a short showing people where you know, but it's a pretty thick eye bolt that you have on either side.
Video it and I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right.
That's easy. That I can handle.
Okay. Well, Barry, thank you so much. So now are you what's next for you?
A tiny house still intrigues me.
Okay, well then I'm putting in my reservation for your assistance and guidance on a tiny house.
My guidance is no problem at all. Okay. Thank you for having
Barry,
me, Carol.
now is there anyone one last opportunity? Anyone have another question for Barry and how he planned his builds and how he, you know, before he leaves? Oh, one person want to know has the minivan sold yet?
No, it has not sold, and I had dropped the price. It started at 31. It's at 29 now.
Okay. All right. So anyone who wants a completely built out van that has everything you saw, everything that it has in it, includes the van, the build, everything we saw in it comes with it.
Yes, everything comes. It comes with a full tank of gas. It has a GPS that we didn't mention, and it also
Okay.
has little stools and a tiny little plastic table and everything. And the bedding is there, and that's all brand new.
Okay. Well, Barry, thank you so much. We'll have to have you back on before 2 years because we're going to do a tiny house before 2 years.
It sounds like a plan. Maybe I'll even figure out what's wrong with my iPad.
Okay, Barry. I'll
Thank
talk to
you.
you later. Bye bye, Barry.
Bye bye, everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, that was Barry. I'm telling you, I just love talking to Barry and picking his brains for ideas. But I have to agree with Barry. I think anyone who's looking at van life, the most important thing is your bed, because in the absence of having a good bed, you won't get a good night's sleep. That's most. I would say for me, the next important thing at my age is having some way to go to the bathroom. I don't want to be getting out in the middle of the night wandering around finding a bathroom or whatever, or going to a potty tank if I'm on BLM land. I want it there. And the third thing is I tried before I built my van out. I had a cooler with ice, and oh my gosh, I just hated it. My food was always getting wet. It was I was always having to drain it. I just so I would say bed. Um, what did I say? Bed, toilet. Doggone it, I forgot the third thing. Bed, toilet, also a power system, a way to be able to power. Oh, cool. Refrigerator, bed, toilet, refrigerator, and a source of power because you want to keep your, your, especially if you're doing YouTube, you want to keep your computer charged, you want to keep your phone charged. So depending on your needs will determine the size of power system you need. But that those are the things that I would say. So let me go back in and try and catch up some of these comments. I know I've missed a lot of them. Hey, live you, trust you, and be you life. Hello, hello. First time with your tab. Well, welcome. Welcome to the house. Lee says, I enjoy driving the high top Ford Transit, but you have to watch windy mountain passes. Yeah, you do. And turning sharp curves. Super easy to drive, and you sit up so high and have an amazing view of the landscape. Yeah. Anytime I'm in something else, I feel like I'm down on the ground after being up high. I love being up high. Um, let's see. Brendis is saying hi to Noel. Hello, Noel. Welcome. Yeah, Rock's saying bed, toilet, fridge. Yep, bed, toilet, fridge, and a power system, I would say. Um, SKA says, I do racks. I hear you. You, as old as you want to be, I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Um, let's see. Yeah, you do have to think of your age, SKA. Um, uh, Okay, Graham says I have an excellent joke about construction, but it still needs work. Graham, do you stay up all night thinking of these or what? Sylvie is saying thanks to Barry. Yeah, everyone's saying Lisa and everyone's saying thanks. Mo Bang says, good, I got off being consultant for Carol building tiny house. Oh, no, you didn't, Tim. I, hey, who's to say I can't have a committee of consultants, okay? Because I still have Pascal, you, Barry. I may have to add a couple more. So, no, you didn't get off. You just got some assistance. Rock says, great bargain for someone. I know. It's someone will have a home that's completely built out and they can drive. Oh, yeah. And he says he's only paid for camping twice. Twice in several years. Oh my goodness. Hello, Edward Peters. Hello. How are you doing? Um, Noel says, I have a nice memory of Glow's cooking clips. You know what, Noel? I have to, or Noel, I'm sorry, Noel, I do need to do some more cooking and I'm planning to do that. Um, Edward says a power pop top is nice. Yeah. Yeah. Standing room when needed, but easy, economical to drive. That is a good idea. I met someone the other day who had, oh, I was over getting an oil change on my van and I met a woman. Now, this is really expensive though. I mean, she's got one of these Thor brand new, you know, so I mean, it's like, more than my first house cost, but it had a pop up and a pop up with a camper, with a bed up there that you could sleep in it. I'm going to hopefully maybe, it's nice, not something I'll ever have, but it would be nice to do a tour of her, um, luxury van. If you guys wanted me to do that, let me know. Hey Adele, hello. My Ford Transit is easy to drive. Yeah, it looks like it would be. I just installed air tabs on the back side, which are vortex generators and are supposed to help with the wind. Oh, I'll have to talk to you about that. I've never heard of that, Adele. I'll let you know later if they're doing the job. Yes, I would be very interested in knowing that. Rox Rose says I get consistent 25 on our Trans America adventure. That's pretty good. Very good. Um, SK says I just bought a Chevy high top van for 3,000. Wow. Noel says, oh, good to know. Thank you, Red. I always pick up live tricks from Carol and friends. I have so many smart friends. I am just lucky. I tell you, I have so many friends like Barry who are just know how to do everything. Got friends who know how to do um technical stuff, friends that know how to do building. So I don't know how to do anything, but I have lots of friends who know how to do everything. So so I share them with you, friends that are great artists like Nora. So I'm telling you. Noel says, I must remember you're live on Saturday. Such a nice surprise. Well, I'm so glad you're here in the house, Noel. Come back. You're globy now. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. Adele says, I think most older backs need at least 4 to 6 inch. Yeah, I have 6 inches, Adele. And I'm thinking of actually even adding a topper on it. Someone was telling me Menard or something has this incredible topper, so I'm going to look for that. Mo Banks says, I'm 160 pounds and I need a 4 inch medium firm to have a comfortable bed. Yeah, you have to do what works for you. Sylvie says, I love this. It's like listening to those old time radio plays. I know. You know what? Here's what they say, people will still tune in even if you don't have video, if you have good audio. But if you have great video but no audio, people are gone. And speaking of which, I'm so annoyed with myself. I did a video at Incredible Tiny Homes, and it was one of the sizes I wanted to do. It was one of the smaller units, and it was so well done, very simple but very well done. And I don't know what I did. I guess I forgot to plug in something to my phone, and I have all the video, and he's talking, we're talking, everything, but you can't hear a word except for the very first few minutes. I said, oh, I forgot my microphone. I went and I got it, and then I didn't plug it in right. So I'm so annoyed that I did that. But I might still do it as a share a little bit of it with my members just to show. But Mo Bang says I can't do 3 inch thick bed. No, I couldn't either. I know. Um, Red, if you haven't seen the video yet, you've got to go watch it. I don't think he will have any problem selling it, Nora. It's beautiful. It really is. I think though, honestly, I am just loving this, and I'm going to do a tour of it. I'm loving this one from Cruise America. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's so big though compared to what I have, but I'm going to do a tour of it and show you guys. And I don't know, folks. I may have to get rid of everything I have and get, but the only thing is, oh, the darn gas mileage. The price of gas. Hey, D-Bulls, welcome. I'm skipping over a lot of comments because I'm trying to say hello to everyone. Johnny Angel says you can also take a heating band wrap it around your pipe going to your shower. Oh, or to your sink and get hot water that way too, because I did it in my van. Oh, hit me up on Glorious Life on Wheels at Gmail, Johnny, and let me know the brand and stuff, and I may do a video on that. If you're going to be at RTR in Courtside, I'd love to talk to you and show that, because that's great. Heating band wrap. Okay. I would love to know more about that, because that's a very cool idea. And it sounds like it'd be a lot less expensive and easier to do than a hot water tank. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Pam from Adventurous Spirit says this man is an engineering genius. What did he do for a living? He owned a blind company. He was into blinds and draperies and stuff. And he's the one that on his Sprinter van, he has the double decker solar panels that he has this drill that he goes up and they slide out. So you can have double the solar because he has it slide out. He's just a genius. He really is. Um, SK says he's got his own basketball in that van. Mini bathtub in my yep. Oh, so you just finished your camper trailer. Oh, cool, SK. Let's see. Well, folks, it is about that time. It's, oh my goodness. Dale says, I stay at Lowe's and Home Depot a lot and never had a problem. Yeah, that's what I hear from a lot of people, that they're able to do that. And I saw a couple of you were saying that in Hesperia and other places in those cities, they make it illegal to sleep in your van, even on your own property. Now that's crazy. I don't understand how can someone make it illegal to sleep in your own van in your own driveway. Now that's just going too far. That is just going too far if you ask me. But anyhow, don't get me started. Hey Von Lee for saying hello from Texas. Hey Linda, currently in Texas. Oh my goodness, I hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, I see CL Driver 1960s in the house, and dogs are the best friends, aren't they? Aren't they though? But you know what, folks? It is time to go. It is after 4 o'clock. So you know how we go. All you first time new globies, can you put a number one so I can, hey, Terry's tenacious. Hello, hello. Um, so can hey Carla, hello. Okay, first time in the house. Can you put in number one and do it quickly so I can acknowledge you and welcome you because we like to welcome our new globies because you're now part of our family and you have to come back. Oh, hit that like, you guys, hit that like. It really helps. So hit that like if you will. But hey, Tammy Gonzalez from California. Hello. I don't think I've seen you, Tammy, or have I? Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth, you are here. Glad to see you. Tenacious Terry or Terry's Tenacious says second time. Well, hey, we'll still welcome you again. Shara saying goodbye. See you next week. We'll see you next week, Shara. All right. I'm not. Lavin P is Lavon P is number one. First time in the house. Welcome. You know how we do, Globies. Welcome Lavon into the house. Now, can my wonderful, fabulous moderators, would you please all drop your links? And would everyone please go over and support them? Give them thumbs up, watch their videos because they have been doing a fabulous job and they help to bring this to you every Saturday. So please go over. Hey, S. Ober says hand waving. Hello, hello. Outdoor Dash Travel, one of my great moderators. Red-headed Riding Hood, one of my great moderators. Mo Bang for your buck, Tim. Oh, hello, Van Life with Tina, first time. Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. And Nora, one of my moderators, she's got her art shop, Nora K over at Etsy. Oh my gosh, if you want to see some beautiful and a talented artists, go over and check out Nora. If you need some small, perfectly sized original artwork for your van, go over and check her out. All right, let's see anyone else in the house that is a content creator that I haven't already named. Can you put a C? Because we're getting ready to get out of here because I have a couple of tours. I want to do a tour of this. I want to do a tour of this Cruise America. And then I'd also like to do a tour of the one that I told you got for $1,600. It was from a company. I think an artist life asked me. It was from a company that was a government contractor, and I guess they didn't get a contract or something, so they were just selling the van to get rid of it. And he was, he worked for them, and so he was able to buy it. So, okay, Mo Bang's channel, go over and check that out. Yes, Lee, Nora's art is so calm and relaxing. I absolutely love it. Information is not much needed. It is, Lavon. It really is. And I'm going to be doing something in Courtside that I think is going to be really valuable and bring a lot of information. But I'll be talking more about it as the time gets closer. Red-headed Riding Hood, there's her channel. Brenda Berner, content creator on the way. Okay, okay. Rocks Rolls On, content creator but behind schedule. Well, get going. Okay, Rocks Rolls, get going here. Let's see. Redheaded Riding Hood. Oh, Gracie Noel. Redheaded Riding Hood is content creator there. Go over and watch her. Gracie Noel, content creator. All right. Woo! I am going to see you guys later next week, same time, and I have a couple of videos I'm going to hopefully do from today. But I'm telling you, I'm just loving this Cruise America, and I love that. And I see an ambulance just pulled up. Ooh, I may do an ambulance tour. We'll see. All right, guys, and I met this wonderful young woman, Sarah, and she has a channel. Let me see if I can get her information real quick. So go over and check out her channel and give her some love and tell her Carol sent you. But it's Sarah. Sarah, oh my goodness. I'll have to put it in the description when I come back, Sarah. But she has a Shineland, but she has a YouTube channel. But I'm going to be interviewing her perhaps and maybe doing a tour of her van that she built out herself. So lots of stuff coming up, lots of good stuff. I will see you guys later. Yeah, I am at Fiesta Island, Artist Life. I'm at Fiesta Island. All right. So Lee says, remember to check out River's Edge. I will. I am. 11-ish hours to San Diego. That's one of the reasons I'm looking at New Mexico, because it's not all that far from San Diego. If I really put the pedal to the metal and pressed it, I could get there in a day, but probably I would do it over 2 days. All right. S. Ober, hello. Bye, everyone. Oops, I'm thinking running over. Cool, maybe. All right, guys, I will see you. There's Gracie Noel's link. Okay, I will see you. I'm gonna go have something. I may even go cook. I think I'm gonna go cook some spaghetti in my van. All right. Love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next week. Hit that like button. Check out the video on Barry. I didn't even do another video. I just let that one roll because it was so beautiful. But I also have something Monday that's been on my mind for a while, and it's a chance encounter that I had that I truly think is going to change not the whole trajectory of my life, but it's going to change a lot of things in my life for the better. And I hope to be able to share that with you on Monday. But I am leaving now. Hello, I've taken over your RV. All right, guys, I will see you later. Love each and every one of you. Let's see if I can't get signed out here.